Queen Elizabeth National Park is the second largest national park in Uganda, covering 764 square miles with 95 animal species and over 600 bird species. It was gazetted in 1952 as Kazinga National Park, then renamed Queen Elizabeth National Park 2 years later. The park has a single-day entry fee which is valid for 24 hours. Its amazing landscape comprises of expansive savanna grasslands, woodland, plains, crater lakes and the Rwenzori mountain in the background. One of our first sightings comprised of the African buffalo, which graze the savanna plains in big numbers. They live in herds of many individuals. The park is located east of Lake Edward and in the foothills south of Rwenzori Mountains in western Uganda. Queen Elizabeth National Park is a lion conservation unit, and lion spotting is one of the main attractions. An interesting observation of a warthog is that it has its tail up when it's running, and this comes down at rest. I bet not many of you have come across the concept of the Ugly Five. Other four members, including the warthog, the hyena, wild beast, vultures and marabou stock. This is based on biased observations. The park's collection of mammals is jaw-dropping. Guess you can appreciate the Ugandan cobs in their mating grounds. There are a few soda crater lakes in Queen Elizabeth National Park, and they are stunning. On our way to Mwea Peninsula, one can appreciate Lake Edward on my right and Kazinga Channel on my left, which is a water body that connects Lake Edward to Lake George. And in the far off distance is Mwea Safari Lodge, which is one of the upmarket safari lodges in the area. I'm just amazed at how beautiful and picturesque this place is. One has to see it with their own eyes to appreciate nature. That's Mwea Safari Lodge to my left. The peninsula has a plethora of wild animals, which include banded mongoose, leopards and elephants. The banded mongoose live in large groups called colonies and feed on termites and snakes as their staple food. Arabustok meat is a health hazard, and one has to be extra careful as it dines on trash, scrap, carcasses, and even feces. One can get to Queen Elizabeth National Park by road from Kampala via Mbarara or via Fort Portal. And I would highly recommend using the expertise of a tourist guide. The park is well known for its tree climbing lions, and it has the largest population of tree climbing lions in the world. They are found in the Isasha sector of the park, which is the southern part. Seeing a tree climbing lion is one of the highlights when one visits Queen Elizabeth National Park. It's quite rare seeing a hippo at this time of the day, as they stay in mud puddles and water during the day. They eat grass and can consume up to 68 kilograms of grass. One should not be deceived, as hippos can run up to 30 kilometers per hour on land. So this is the water buck, and they're mainly female. They tend to walk in a single file, and this will help them to escape in case of any danger. And this is a male waterbuck. Tracking devices like radio collars are used to protect and monitor the movement of these large predators and to avoid conflict with the locals. Bunya Paka Salt Crater Lake is one of the crater lakes which are adjacent to the park. The park has several human communities within and outside the park boundaries. Several clashes have been reported in the past between the humans and the national park predators. One can appreciate this tourist market adjacent to the national park. However, the boundaries between the national park and the human settlements have been blurred in the past. Poison has been a cause of deah for many of the big cats in the park. The park is also home to about 2,500 African elephants. They feed on grass, tree branches, shrubs, twigs, leaves, and can consume at least 140 to 270 kilograms in a day. It is said that the lions in this park climb trees for better views in spotting their prey. Also helps them to escape the heat from the ground and get shelter from the rain. Elephants spend 16 hours feeding and less than 2 hours sleeping. They are social animals and they live in large family groups. It is believed that Queen Elizabeth National Park has over 250 of the large cats in both the southern and northern sectors of the park as of 2022. The lioness dictates a lot of what happens in a group, especially because they do most of the hunting. The lioness may be smaller in size but will fight off males just to protect their cubs during any takeover. For optical nutritional purposes, I'll leave you with this near drone view of Queen Elizabeth National Park. Till next time.